year.
People are drafting right now, Jeff. Let's give them one hitter and one pitcher that they should draft at ADP in the AL East.
Yeah, and the Orioles are a good launching point for this discussion because when we say must draft, it's guys that we're okay drafting at ADP that we kind of like in some cases. Because let's face it, I'm doing one hitter, one pitcher for every team. And finding pitchers on the Orioles that we like is tough. But I do like John Means as the starting pitcher for the Orioles. A really good year last year. And they moved the fences back and left center and left center. They moved him back and they moved him up. That bodes well for the lefty. I think that he's actually a legit, really good pitcher, and the ballpark changes are going to help him quite a bit. The hitter is Austin Hayes, ADP at 229, a 5-category guy, maybe 4, depending on what happens with his batting average. Of course, we mentioned the park changes. His power might get hurt a little bit, but I think he's a solid player in the middle of this lineup. I think he can run a little bit. He can hit you for a little bit of power, get you some counting stats. If you're looking for that fantasy 4th or 5th outfielder, I think he's a pretty good option.
Who are your 2 players going to be on the Toronto Blue Jays?
Let's go hitter first this time with the Blue Jays. I'm going to go Alejandro Kirk. If you get locked out of the top tier of catchers, or you just aren't willing to draft an early catcher, I like getting Kirk in the mid rounds of your draft. Say round 15 or so, 16. I like going ahead and getting him. Really good hitter, power profile. There is some concern that Gabriel Moreno is going to take his job eventually, but I don't think it happens this year, guys. I think Kirk gets more playing time than Danny Jansen. I think you want to get guys in this in this Toronto lineup. And I think that is going to be a guy that you can build around at a relatively cheap price. 234 is his ADP. The pitcher is Alek Manoah. Really like what he did over the second half of last season. The strikeouts are coming along. For a guy as big as he is, he doesn't throw as hard as you might think he does. There might be growth still coming with this guy too. I really like a lot of the metrics, whether it's K percentage, swinging strike rate, home run rate. I think there's a lot of things working in his favor. Just got to keep a cool head, but I like Alek Manoah.
There's an obvious answer here, but who's going to be your must-draft pitcher on the New York Yankees? Is Gerrit Cole a locked and loaded first-round pick at this point?
He is a first-round pick, but you don't need me to tell you that Gerrit Cole is your must-draft pick for a Yankee. I'm trying to find guys for the most part. Although it's funny, Yankee hitter is a guy I'm going to pay up for. I want to talk about, but yeah, my must-have Yankee pitcher is a guy that is also one of colleague Todd Zola's guys on the Yankees, and that's Jameson Taillon. For the price, pick 302. You're looking at a guy with a lot of strikeout upside, strikeout percentage of 23% last year. Had a bad ankle injury that ruined the end of his season. I am a little concerned that he hasn't had a chance to work with the Yankee trainer so far this offseason because of the lockout. But I look at him as a guy that you can get relatively cheaply. You're going to get run support. I think incrementally better defense. We'll see what else the Yankees do this offseason once the lockout ends to add to their lineup around him. But I think the price on Taillon is pretty nice. I am paying up for Aaron Judge. ADP of pick 36. And especially if I'm getting speed with my first pick and a starting pitcher with my second or some sort of a combination thereof, it means I'm passing up on some power. This is the year that Aaron Judge stays healthy. I think everyone wants to get a jump on the Giancarlo Stanton bandwagon. And sure, he qualifies in outfield, so I see it. Judge is the better pure hitter. I like Judge this year, and I'm willing to pay up for him.
Last year, the Boston Red Sox were near the top of the division and finished in second place. Who's going to be the pitcher that you must draft at cost?
I like Nathan Eovaldi. I understand. No, people don't think he's going to repeat his durability, that he's going to throw nearly 200 innings again. I think he's past the injury nexus. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think he's developed as a pitcher. He's a fully formed 5-pitch pitcher with a great run support behind him. I really like Eovaldi. He's not going to go out there and say, I'm going to throw 175 innings or my name ain't Nathan Eovaldi, but obscure movie reference. Maybe not obscure. I don't know. Depends on how old you are. But I like him. I like him a little bit better for the price than Chris Sale and a couple of the other guys on his team. And definitely don't get that Nick Pivetta stuff away from me. I know that could kind of come back to haunt me because, I'm talking about the don'ts, but I like Eovaldi a lot.
Okay, who's going to be your hitter that you like right now at their ADP?
I like Bobby Dalbec. I like his growth. I like what he did over the second half of the season. I know Tristan Casas is there in the organization as a threat to him, but I think Dalbec really improved over the second half. I like the cheap power that you can get. First base has a lot of guys like this that you can get cheaply, get some power options. Dalbec's one of them. In the division alone, I like Dalbec. I like the price on Luke Voigt. I think that you can find some cheap power at first base, but he's one of those guys I'm fishing for if I'm waiting on first base.
All right, let's talk about last year's top of the division, Tampa Bay Rays. Who's going to be the pitcher that is a must draft this year?
So I want to draft all the Rays pitchers. I think this is important to point out. Even Corey Kluber, but my guy is Luis Patiño. People don't realize he's 22 years old. Everyone likes to point out his flaws. Well, he throws so hard. Why isn't he doing this? He's still learning the craft. I trust the Rays are going to, get the next mileage out of him. I think that at pick 302, 301, that range, you're getting a guy that has just a huge ceiling. Good bullpen behind him. Our concern is obviously job security is a little bit of concern and ability to go deep into games. But I think there's tons and tons of upside here. Give me Patiño, give me Drew Rasmussen. Of course, give me Shane McClanahan and Shane Baz. I like all the Rays pitchers, but I want to highlight Patiño because of the price.
How about the hitter? Who's the hitter that you like right now with their cost?
So this one is a bargain basement cost. Josh Lowe, pick 445 on the in NFPC ADP. Not every draft you're going to get him that cheaply, but a lot of people are going to get his organization mate Vidal Brujan for stolen bases. I like Lowe a little bit better. I think he's a better hitter than Brujan. I think he's a better outfielder than Brujan. So I like him better from both standpoints. I think he's someone that you can look at as a guy that if they trade Kevin Kiermaier, he's going to step up and get a lot of playing time, and he might still step up and get a lot of playing time in the second half. You have to worry about him getting the call right away. You have to be patient with Josh Lowe. But if you're in a draft and whole league, I highly recommend targeting him.
All right, since you watched this video to the end, I'm going to put you on the spot, Jeff. Who's going to win this division?
Toronto Blue Jays shock the world and win the AL East.
To see all of RotoWire's premium content for free, and right now you can check out our baseball draft kit. Everything is posted up there, dynamic rankings, premium articles, podcasts. You can see it right now for free for 10 days. Go to rotowire.com/try.